back to Cooking Up with Neacara and Juice. I am Juice.
You're Juice? We can tell who's on her line.
Okay. Welcome. Okay, let me go redo it.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Cooking Up with Neacara and Juice. I am Neacara and this is Juice.
Okay, yeah. I'm Juice.
Oh, yeah. This is Juice over here.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I got the glasses on because we hit 2.5K views on the last video, so I thought I'd stun a little bit, you know.
Boy, if you don't get
Those last, okay, whatever. Anyways. Yeah.
You feel better now that you get that little appearance?
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Cool. So what we cooking, Juice?
Alright, so today.
Sorry, excuse me. What are you cooking today, Juice?
We're kind of like doing this together, but today we are making peach cobbler. Yes, y'all been asking about it. Y'all been asking me about it. So today we making peach cobbler, man. This is what you're gonna need. We finna get it in. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving y'all a secret recipe, but I'm not giving y'all a whole secret recipe. I'm just giving y'all a little enough to make some good peach cobbler.
He's giving a whole.
oh,
He don't got no secret ingredients.
Anyway, so we're finna get started, man. Y'all know what it is, but make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that push notification right next to the subscribe button so you get notifications every time we post videos.
Oh,
Post a video.
Oh, I thought you said.
So I said every time we get notifications, yeah. So,
Anyway,
but
get
yeah.
that out of it.
Nah, I'm keeping that in. So yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We about to get in there. I'm about to show y'all how to make peach cobbler. Let's go.
tell me what the move is, could tell me what we doing. Ain't tryna play no game, cause I really ain't losing. And I'm tryna win your heart when you ask me what the truth is.
Alright y'all, so the first step you're gonna do is you're gonna start to boil your peaches. So I already started that. What I did was I had to rinse it out, plus rinse out the peaches because it was in high syrup. I like to make sure that there's no syrup in so it don't touch my juice. Because I like to make my juice from scratch and teach you how to make it from scratch. Everything, crust, the juices, everything. So what you're gonna do is, as you can see here, you gotta wait for it to boil. Once it starts to boil, then you can add your ingredients. So I'm gonna add butter, vanilla extract, sugar, and then like some cinnamon and nutmeg to make it that much better. So I'll teach y'all how it goes right now. Just gotta wait for it to boil. Alright, so now that when you start to see the water starting to boil, we can start adding our ingredients. Now first we're gonna start out with the butter. The butter is what's make the butter is what makes it thicker. So how we doing that is everything we're making from scratch. So pretty much we gotta turn this water into a sweet, juicy little thing. And it all depends, really, honestly. Depending on how much water you add, depends on how many sticks of butter you have. That all depends on how many people you feed. Now I'm making a medium-sized cobbler dish, so I'm going to use 2 sticks of butter for this one because the pot ain't that big. So I'm going to use 2 sticks, just like that. Yep, you want to use 2 sticks and then swirl it around a bit. You want it to melt in there before you add the rest of the other ingredients. Also, forgot to mention, so depending on if you're a juice person or if you're a mainly crust person, that'll determine how much water you want to put in there. That's kind of all up to your discretion, kind of want to eyeball it. I say usually I fill up the pot about halfway depending on how many peaches I have in there. So I like to have a lot of peaches in there, so I fill up mine about halfway of the pot, and then you put the peaches in there. You want to make sure that you can still move it around. So then you start to see it a little bit, starting to thicken it up and getting that little white suds. You can even kind of smell it. Butter by itself is pretty trash, but butter and other things, it'd be that little kick. You know what I'm saying? It'd be that little kick that makes everything taste better. Alright, so now once you get that starting to boil and everything, you want to add your vanilla extract. Now, like I said before, depending on how much you make for a certain person will determine how much you put in there. Now this is 2 fluid ounces. Usually what I'll do is I'll put half the bottle in a pot this size. I'll put half the bottle in because that gives it that dark that dark look, but it also gives it that flavor. I can't even get this off though. Here we go. Sometimes you gotta use your teeth, man. You never know. Maybe having that extra security on anything. Alright, so see that starting to color up a little bit. Matter of fact, just pour the whole thing here. You know? So depending on which one you get, if you get the imitation, you might want to put double that. But if you get like pure, 2 fluid ounces is enough. And you always want to do a taste check. So once you add your sugar, you want to do a taste check. So how the juice tastes when you taste it in here is how the peach cobbler is going to turn out. So you always want to do a taste check every once in a while. Now if you're cooking for other people, make sure you wash your spoon when you do a taste check. So I won't do the taste check until I put the sugar in. Alright, so now we're going to add our sugar. Now, how this is going to work is, really, it all depends. Well, basically, I keep saying this, it all depends on what you're making. So I like to just heavily coat the top until you start to stop, you know. And then this is where the taste check comes in, because if you got people that like it sweet, like me, I like it sweet. You want to determine whether you should add more sugar or not add sugar. So it's really all up to viewers or participants' discretion, chef's discretion. I like it really sweet. So the beautiful thing about making your drink, your I don't know, sauce or juice from scratch is you can determine how sweet you want it. Like usually people, I know a lot of people that use the natural syrups and stuff. Sometimes those can be too sweet, sometimes those can't be. But through this, you get to determine how sweet your juice actually is. Now, taste check. Sauce it around. That's good. Need a little more sugar. Excuse the dog. You always want to be on camera. Season 2, we're getting a whole lot of Royce. And also, you don't want it to be too thick before you put it in the oven, because then a lot of it will dry up when it starts to cook that crust. You don't want your juice to be too thick, because it'll thicken up when it bakes. Yes, sir. And for the final ingredients, these are my 2 favorite. This is what put that little on the peach cobbler. So you're gonna use ground nutmeg and cinnamon. You want enough to give it that woo boy. Alright, so once you added all those ingredients, you're pretty much done with the juice. Like I said, you want to make sure that you're doing a consistent taste test to see if it's the sweetening to your liking. But those are pretty much the ingredients. Pretty simple, but you just gotta put a little love in. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put a little love in. But make sure you wash that spoon. If you make it for other people, wash that spoon so you can taste test it. Because if the juice is good, peach cobbler is straight. It's gonna be straight. Now we finna head on over. I'm gonna show y'all how to make crust from scratch. Now you can buy the crust, you can be basic, you can spend a heck of money to buy some crust, but I'm gonna show you a quick shortcut on how to make crust. Alright! Now, juice is done, so we about to make this crust from scratch. Alright, so what you need now is a little bit of shortening. It ain't nothing but a little bit of shortening. Get it? You go ahead and nothing but a little bit of straightening.
Boy, if you don't get.
But I said it's nothing but a little bit of shortening.
I don't see.
Okay. So usually I like to put a decent amount.
Shortening is kind of smooth. So like more? More?
Yeah.
Well, what is a decent amount, Chef Juice? People want to know how much they need to be putting in this bowl. They don't want to put too much, or too less.
What about a fourth?
Okay, that's a fourth. That's less. That's way more than a fourth of a cup.
Is it?
That's definitely 2 cups.
A fourth of the thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, put a fourth of the can.
Okay, because shortening comes in different size cans.
Yes.
So you definitely want to know.
But it really all depends on how much You cooking for? See, Neacara, she be doing all the measurements and stuff. Me,
No, I don't.
I channel my spirits. Just kidding, not my spirits, but the Holy Spirit.
I eyeball, but I know how much is within the eyeball.
Well, I eyeball, but I don't know how much it is. So just follow along, people. I'll show you the camera. We'll zoom in and show you how much is in there. We'll start with that. So if you're doing about a medium to a large, you want to use about a half of the can. Alright, so next you're going to add the flour. Alright, y'all. So you go ahead and sprinkle that in there. I'm going to get enough to cover the top and some. Then, after you add the flour, you want to add cold water.
I want to watch you because I never made it.
Anyway, so after you add a little bit of water, you want to determine. My bad. What you say? I didn't think so. I'm just kidding. No, so after you add some cold water, you just basically keep adding flour to it, and then it's going to start fluffing out. And that's where you're going to get that real dough feel.
Oh, so heavenly. Used to have a broken heart, then you heal me like a remedy. Cool as a summer break.
Now that you made your crust, it's time to roll it out, cut it up, put the dough inside. So, because this is the only pinwheel we have, look how small this is. This is a small pinwheel for a small person. So here you go, only your hands can work that. So, you want to roll it out. But how you roll it out? You don't want to put a flour on it?
Tell me what the move is, could tell me what we doing. Ain't tryna play no game, cause I really hate losing. And I'm tryna win your heart when you ask me what the truth is, babe. So tell me what the move is, girl, tell me what we doing. Ain't tryna play no game, cause I really hate losing. And I'm tryna win your heart when you ask me what the truth is.
Back with my baby, maybe living right off the beach in the Southern California, my energy feeling peace. Every time I look right into your eyes, I be feeling weak. Maybe I could be the blessing you pray to God on your knees. I be pushing, I'm waiting, looking, I'm patient. I've been thinking maybe life isn't basic. Time isn't making me feel like I be stuck in a matrix. I'm hungry, I'm anxious. I'm thinking maybe live like the pavement is forming. I'm thinking the face of life is.
Tell me what the move is, could tell me what we doing. Ain't tryna play no game, cause I really hate losing. And I'm tryna win your heart when you ask me what the truth is.
Alright, y'all, now that we've completely finished, now your peach cobbler should be tasting delicious, should be good. She already started eating, she ain't waste no time. Listen, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Cooking Up with Juice in the Car. I'm Juice.
And I'm eating. I'm the
She gonna do that every episode. But yeah, we appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe and then hit that push notification bell. That's right next to it so you get notifications every time.
And don't forget your ice cream to go with your peach cobbler.
That is true. That is true.
Yes.
Let me go ahead and taste this little masterpiece and see what we working on.
It's good. Not better than mine, but it's good.
Bruh. She's a hater. Alright, y'all, but yeah, like I said before, like I said always, we're not gonna let y'all see us eat. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. And make sure y'all hit that like button, share with a friend. Hey, and let us know how it tastes when you make it yourself. You know what I'm saying? Let us know. Or if you got the recipe that you want us to make, drop that in the comments below. But hey, it's been real. We'll see y'all next week with Cooking Up. Oh, and shout out to CJ. CJ pitched for the song. He got his new EP out, man. We'll put the description, the details below. But yeah, make sure y'all go and stream that. It's fire. You know what I'm saying? It's just as fire as a peach cobbler. But we out of here.